What is up, guys? I'm Ray and welcome to another Honkai tutorial video. Now in today's video we're talking about my favorite character in the game, Kafka, and about the new Relic set that just came out. Before we hop into the topic of today's video, I want to point you guys to my Discord server. Link for that is in the description of pretty much every video. You will get notified whenever I do upload. You will be able to communicate with my community on the server as well as with me. If you have any questions, don't bother to ask in the starter discussion section, and yeah, definitely make sure to join there, as well as my YouTube short section where I try to upload a video every day. Definitely make sure to check that out too to support me and the channel. All right, let's get back to the topic of the video. So now we want to talk about Kafka specifically today, because currently I just was able to build her. She is not ready yet, but I will tell you guys like some things that you should consider if you want to rebuild your Kafka because of this new Relic set, and yeah, maybe if it is worth to farm or not, and etc etc. Usually this is actually the time where I will want to update the tier list, but Pridewind didn't do a lot of movements. That's why I just did put out a YouTube short. They just included Ho-Ho, and yeah, maybe I will do a the tier list update then in 2 weeks when Argenti is in the game and if there are some movements happening. All right, so let's get now into the Kafka video. So this is these are currently the stats of my Kafka. I will just go scroll through a little bit and talk about what is important. So let's start off like with the light cone. I think there are only pretty much two options. Number one is you did pull for a signature light cone like I did. Then this is for sure still her best in-slot weapon. If you didn't pull for this, what is the next best option? I honestly have to say I really would only go for Good Night and Sleep Well. Even if you don't have it on Super Imposition. If you have this on Super Imposition 5, then this is pretty much on the same level as her signature weapon in terms of damage. So if you have this on Super Imposition 5, this is very, very worth it. So yeah, even if you don't have it on Super Imposition 5, I would still recommend this over any other weapon. I would recommend this even over the light cone from Weld if you have it. So because you will get super impositions from this weapon eventually, since this is only a 4-star weapon, and it can hold up to the signature weapon if you have it on a higher super imposition level. So definitely this is the second best option. So that's why I will only talk about if you did build the weapon, the light cone from Kafka, or her signature light cone, or not her signature light cone. For traces, you pretty much want to maximize everything on her. If you really, really want to min-max, then I think you can left out the max HP, these two. But you have to upgrade the basic attack because Kafka is able to do follow-up attacks. That's why I would maximize everything on the tree, because everything on the tree besides these two stats are damage related. So definitely upgrade everything here. But if you really want to min-max and save some resources, I think you can left out these 12%, these 10% max HP. Now, for the Relic set, we have this new 2-piece and 4-piece. We have the 4-piece Prisoner in Deep Confinement and the 2-piece Permanent Frontline Galamoth. So overall, I think this shouldn't be a surprise to you, but I am pretty confident that this is now her best in-slot Relic combination. So you really want to only have this combination. Back in the day when Kafka came out, I tried to cheese out a little bit and did like a 2-piece traversing hacker space, 2-piece lightning, and I messed a little bit around to have like some 0 cycle or some low cycle clears in the memory of chaos, just to cheese around, build hypercarry Kafka, build DoT Kafka, and yeah, I mess around a lot with this. Pretty much because of the fact that I enjoyed this character the most. Pretty much since the release, I was only waiting for this character. It's a kind of obvious choice that Kafka is one of the favorite characters, but yeah, I am a victim of this, that Kafka is my favorite character, and I have to stand for this, right? Okay, so since we got this out of the way, what are the subsets that you really want to pay attention to? You mostly want to pay attention into attack percentage and into speed, and then you want to have a little bit of effect hit rate. So if we go back to the stat, I currently have 13% affected rate, and you only really want to have like 28. 28 should be like the maximum affected rate, maybe 29. 28 or 29% is the maximum that you want to have. So I overcapped for 1.5%, which is totally fine here, I think. So this should guarantee that her dot will always hit. Why the 28%? I think because KAFKA has she has effect hit rate in her kit already included. And then there was one ability that basically says that you have a... Where's this? When the ultimate is used, enemy will now immediately from all currently applied ultimate immediately. No, there was something, yeah. Because, yeah, I think it was mainly because she got the affected rate here. Just go over this. Okay, just go over this. If the target is all current replays, immediately reduce it equal to of their original damage, and this is to with because of that, right? Sorry, guys. Because of the 100% base chance to inflict shock equivalent to that applied target. So she has a 100% base chance, but because the enemy has certain resistances and you already get effect hit rate through her trace tree, the requirement that you need to guarantee to apply that effect is 28 to 29% on Eidolon 0 KAFKA. Right? If you're on Eidolon 0 KAFKA, you only need like 28 to 29% effect hit rate. That's why you want to have a little bit of an effect hit rate on this, but you mainly want to have attack percentage and speed, while speed is the most important stat here. Why is speed the most important stat? Of course, for KAFKA, it is a little bit different than for any other character. I think KAFKA and maybe Bronya or any Harmony characters or support characters want to have a lot of speed. But KAFKA is a character that also does damage. But she scales a little bit different than other characters because she is not reliant on any crit stats. You don't ever want to build crit on a normal DoT KAFKA. If you maybe build a spicy follow-up KAFKA, then you could do this, which is definitely a way to build her. But in today's video, I want to talk about DoT KAFKA, of course, because I still think DoT KAFKA is the most standard version and still the best version, in my opinion. And that's why you want to heavily focus on speed and on attack. You still want to get like over 3,000 attack, but speed will make her attack more often in a cycle, and if she is able to attack more often, she is able to apply more of her dot, more of her effects on the enemy. So the current threshold, if you have her signature weapon, is 146, and the reason is you want to reach 160. You want to reach 160 because you want to get this 18% more damage. So why just 146? Because if you have her signature light cone, we're able to get 4.8% speed. This scales only with her base speed. Her base speed is 100, so she gets exactly 4.8 speed per attack that she is doing. And that counts everything. That counts her follow-up attack, her skill, and her ultimate damage. So as long as you use any of these skills, you will get 4.8 speed. This will be reached very, very fast. So let's say you do ultimate, you do E, you already get like 9.6 speed. And then if any other ally of you does an auto attack, she will immediately do the follow-up attack, which is this skill. And with this skill, she does the follow-up attack. So this is another attack that she does. So you will end up with getting 3 times 4.8% of her speed. And this will exactly 4.8 times 3 plus 146 is definitely 160 speed that you reach. And if you have the 160 speed, all her skills after this will get the 18% more damage. So this is the bare minimum that you want to do, because you will need at least one turn to build up this passive. If you don't want to wait this turn, you can still build her to 160 speed, which you pretty much have to do if you don't have her signature icon, because without her signature icon, there is no way to get her to 160 as a standalone unit. If you use a character like Asta, then of course it is possible to get it to 160 speed, and then the Relic set will trigger and you get the 18% more damage. But then you have to rely on a character that buffs your speed. If you don't want to rely on a character that buffs your speed, build 160 speed from the beginning. I know it is not that easy, but it is definitely possible, because before I switched to this set, I was like on 154 speed already. And there were like two pieces that didn't have, or 2 or 3 pieces that didn't have, I think it was 2, that didn't have speed as a substat. So I think it is definitely doable, but it is very, very hard for a free-to-play to achieve this. But I have to say, I myself, I am free-to-play on this account since day one, but my commitment to this character is maybe way much higher than for you, because I really want to maximize this character because I like her so much. So yeah. So if we want to summarize this, if you have her signature icon, 146. If you don't have her signature icon, you want to have this 160 to get the 18% more damage, because a difference from 12 to 18%, 6% more damage is quite a lot. So I would really recommend to try to hit this 160 speed. Yeah. For the main DoT set here, I think, yeah, as I said, it's just speed and effect hit rate. So this one was really lucky. I got 8 speed here. I think like after you have speed and attack percentages and you have enough effect hit rate, I think something like break effect could be nice, but it is not necessary. And besides that, even HP percentage is better than any crit stat. So I think like pretty much every stat that is not crit related is better than a crit stat on KAFKA, as long as you do the DoT build. So even any defensive stat is better, because it helps for her survivability. So this is currently on plus 13. I upgrade this because I will give it to Sampo or Gneifen, one of my other DoT characters, as soon as I get a better one. But I just want to upgrade this for right now, so I have a piece that I can play with. This one is really good. It has attack percentages and effect hit rate, but unfortunately it rolled a little bit too much into crit damage. But I think it is not that easy to get a better one so soon. So that's why I think I will hold this on KAFKA. Same goes with this. Unfortunately, this also rolled a little bit too much into crit damage. The flat defensive stats aren't that good. You want to have percentages, so you rather want to have HP percentage and defense percentage if you roll into some defensive stats. But as I said, you want to focus on speed, attack percentages, a little bit of effective rate. Break effect is okay, as it is the full substat. Or if it is not break effect, still any defensive stat is good. Effect resistance and HP percentages is very good. Defense percentages is not that favorable, but it is still better than any crit stats, as well as HP and defense. Flat, attack flat is also still better than any crit stats, in my opinion, because you really don't want to build crit on this character. For this, I have another little bit of attack. Then I have HP percentage, effect resistance, and speed. Overall, this has 4 pretty solid subsets, but unfortunately, it rolled very badly. I would rather want to have more speed. Same goes with this. So I think like the big difference on this is this. This set is so good. It has an 18% more damage, while this set can ignore the defense and you can stack this. So since you want to stack this 3 times anyway, I think it is fine that you also want to attack like 3 times to apply different dots on the enemy. So I also do think that you can cheese around with this set on any other character that is not DoT related, but for this we mainly want to focus on the KAFKA for the DoT related set. Yeah. My KAFKA is Eidolon 0. I will also keep that. I honestly don't think that Eidolons from KAFKA are really worth. I think she has, out of all the 5-star characters, even though, as I said, it is my favorite character, I think her Eidolons aren't worth compared to all the other 5-stars that are available. So that's why I wouldn't advise you to pull for her Eidolons. If you really, really want to have a damage difference, I would go for Eidolon 2. But still, though, I don't think it is worth at all to pull for her Eidolons. But this is just me. Yeah. So, is there anything else to say? So, what are the current thresholds? You want to have over 3k attack. You want to have 146 speed. If you have the signature light cone, if you don't have the signature light cone, you want to have 160 speed. You maybe can use Asa to go over the 160 speed mark to guarantee the 2-piece effect of this. And yeah, make sure to focus on speed, then attack percentages, a little bit of effect rate to get the 28-29% threshold. Then a little bit of break effect is fine. If you don't have break effect, any other defense related stat is also good. Effect resistance, HP percentages are more favorable than defense. But if you have defense, it is also still better than have any crit related stat. All right, yeah. Hope it was kind of clear. Hope I could help you a little bit out if you currently try to change your KAFKA and you don't know on what to focus. With that being said, subscribe to the channel for more Honkai story content. And see you guys next time. Bye.